Actually, you gave it to Greer.
Okay.
So Greer, you are host.
I started recording.
Okay, great. All right. So here's the official welcome to Woodlawn. I'm Sherry Thompson, school principal. And on with us is our preschool teacher as well as our kindergarten teacher. Preschool teacher, will you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Greer Kirkshook. This is my second year teaching preschool, and I love it. I love seeing kids come in, especially at such a young age, and sometimes they get to stay with me for years, and I just get to see so much progress throughout the year, and it's amazing.
Okay, and then Annie is kindergarten. Annie?
I'm Annie Anglin. I teach kindergarten. This is my 27th year of teaching kindergarten. I've been at Woodlawn, actually in the corner office there for kindergarten for many years. I've taught kids of the kids that I had in kindergarten, so that's kind of a fun thing. I love it. We have so much fun. It's the beginning of school for most kids, that full, real school as they call it, and we have so much that we learn throughout the year, and we try to make it fun and engaging every single day and meet them where they are and grow them as much as we can.
All right, so we can go ahead with the PowerPoint.
Okay, I think I have to share it.
Sure. Hello, friends.
Okay, can everybody see
Preschool,
that?
Woodlawn. Preschool and kindergarten registration 2020-21 for the next school year. And we just did our welcome, and now just a few facts about Woodlawn Elementary. Woodlawn Elementary, we're a very small school, but a very welcoming school in terms of just really getting to know our kids and our families. We have approximately close to 177 kids with preschool, Head Start, as well as grades 1 through 5. In regards to our free and reduced status, we are about 74% free and reduced. We are a Title I building. And in a little bit, we will discuss with you what Title I really means. Now, in terms of introducing you to the staff, you have just met our preschool teacher as well as our kindergarten teacher. And then our Title I teacher is Mrs. Veracali. She is unable to be with us today. However, she did leave a message in a video so that you will have clear information in regards to what we do as a Title I building. Then we'll go over the registration forms, and then lastly, question and answer period. Preschool, it's all yours.
Hi again. So I already introduced myself. I'm Miss Kirkshook, and I went to school at Ashland University. That's where I got my undergraduate in teaching. And again, I just love welcoming all new students and seeing how they progress. And I have a lot of varying needs in my classroom, so I like being able to do one-on-one work and being able to help students individually. So as for my classroom, I have a blended classroom, and what that means is that usually it's mixed between typically developing students as well as students with special needs. So again, there can be a various range of supports that students need, and those are for students that are between the ages of 3 and 5. And we just do a lot. We do a lot of group work, but sometimes we have to do some modifications for students that may need some more challenging work that are doing so well, and some students that may need a little bit extra support. So this is kind of what my schedule looks like. There is an morning program and an afternoon program. And the morning is from 9 to noon, and then afternoon would be 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And so we have um, a breakfast and a snack time while they're in school. And we have a morning meeting, which we try to go over like everybody's names and practicing recognizing them. We have a question of the day, and we also have a circle time, which is more academics. So we go over letters of the week, numbers, some colors and shapes. And a lot of preschool is learning through play. So we have two center times, and we try to give them a good amount of time. So it's between 25 and 30 minutes. And they just learn how to socialize with peers and with adults and how to play with toys appropriately. So for the curriculum that we use in preschool, it's called creative curriculum. We mostly focus on 4 main topics, and that is social and emotional learning, physical, cognitive, and language skills. So throughout the day, we're trying to touch base on all 4 of those. And again, preschool is so much learning through play. So we really try to promote students' independence and teaching them how to do things more on their own, how to be more confident in doing things on their own, and how to control their body sometimes too. And then this is just all of our standards. So we do go over a lot of academics such as numbers, letters, shapes, and colors. And then we go over appropriate play. And we also try to go over some fine motor skills, such as holding a pencil and writing their name and using scissors to kind of try to get them ready for kindergarten, which is where they will be doing a lot more of those kinds of tasks. So for preschool, we have Step Up to Quality, and that is a tiered rating system. And Woodlawn has actually been rated a 5 stars, which is the most that the highest rating, and it has been a 5-star program for the last several years, which is a really huge accomplishment. And we just try to do a lot of family engagement with Step Up to Quality. So we get family members involved, and it just kind of helps us have our health and safety measures checked. And it just tries to give everybody a quality education in preschool. So next, I think, is Miss Anglin.
Okay, hi again. I'm Annie Anglin. I teach kindergarten. I'm an all-day kindergarten. I didn't put this on my paper, but we teach all day. We have all-day kindergarten at Woodlawn. I'm in my 27th year of teaching. I graduated from Washington State. I'm originally from Idaho. My parents are still there. We are a Princeton family. I teach at Princeton. My husband's in the tech department, and both of my children attend the middle school right now. They went up through Evendale Elementary. So we are rah, rah, Princeton, go Vikes. I love kindergarten. I student taught in 3rd grade, but they put me in kindergarten, my first job, and I've been there ever since because I really, really think it's important to have a wonderful first start of school in kindergarten to get as much in and help them enjoy it, as well as give them a good foundation before they move on. Vanna? The daily schedule, we have an arrival and a breakfast time. We do reading, we do math. We usually go to gym, art, and music, our special classes. So we always encourage you to have an extra set of gym shoes in case it's a gym day. They do eat lunch at school. It's a 30-minute lunch. And then we try to get out for recess between 15 and 20 minutes and get them out there and moving. We do a computer time daily. We have iReady, which is our math program. And they have a path for reading and for math, which we also encourage, if you can, to do at home. We do reading and writing, fine motor, social studies, and science. and then dismissal. And that's just kind of a tentative plan. This year it's a little bit different with the COVID and such, but those are things that we get covered all through that day. Our curriculum, reading is a success for all program, which is wonderful. It starts in kindergarten, goes all the way up through 5th grade, a really good solid basis for reading. Math is the iReady program. Again, they do have a component that's online. Computers, we sometimes use iPads or the Chromebooks. Social studies and science, that we follow all the state standards for all of these different activities. I couldn't list them on a slide, but the success for all really does a nice job of blending social studies and science in with the reading. So some of the books that we read and things that we share are also contained within the science and social studies and the reading. And I'm not sure why I have all there, but all the standards are from the Ohio State standards. And then she'll play the video.
Hi, parents and grown-ups of prospective Woodlawn Little Vikes. Thank you so much for attending our virtual pre-K and kindergarten information night. My name is Mrs. V, and I'm the Title I teacher here at our school. So you might be wondering, well, what is Title I? Woodlawn Elementary School is a federally funded Title I school, and Title I is the largest federal assistance program for our nation's schools. Title I requires that schools create a positive and supportive learning environment that results in high levels of achievement for all of our students. Title I services are offered through small group instruction based on abilities. So at the beginning of the school year, all students will be assessed in reading and math. And then students who assess below grade level may qualify to be pulled from class throughout the school day to take part in this group. Now this group might be with me, but it could also be with other qualified support staff in our building. And in these groups, we use research-based intervention curriculum and progress monitor students frequently to make sure that they're making adequate growth. We are so excited that you're trusting our school to educate your child, and we cannot wait to meet our new little bikes in the 2021-2022 school year. If you ever have any questions regarding our school's Title I program, please don't hesitate to email me at avarcali@vikingmail.org, and I will also put my email address on the slideshow. Thanks, and have a great rest of your evening.
So that is Mrs. V. And once again, she's our Title I teacher. And if you have any questions, any help that you may need with questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to Mrs. V, and she would kindly help you with everything that you need. I would like to suggest if you can turn your mic off, mute your mics, if at all possible, please. Thank you.
Tracy.
All right, we're ready to move on.
No lo enseñó su cara.
Oops.
Hi, parents
I
and
don't
grown-ups
wanna
of
put-
prospective Woodlawn Little.
Sorry. There we go.
All right, so this is important registration information.
No lo enseñó su cara.
Give me a second, I'm trying to mute.
Tracy.
Mrs. Anglin, are you able to mute, or Mrs. Greer, are you able to mute?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Okay, I think I've done it.
All right, so we're talking about important registration information. You can visit the Princeton website for registration forms. All required forms must be completed and uploaded into the final forms playback platform. Now, you may be wondering, what are they talking about in terms of the final forms? The final forms are forms that allow you to register your child or children. And then with these forms, you're able to put pertinent information, which goes into a database, which allows us to have access to that information. Now, the final forms are located on the website, and you want to make sure that you fill or complete all of the forms that are in the required form. It's step by step. It will walk you through everything you need to know. You'll type your name in, you'll give your information, and please note that where you can register your child or children for preschool or kindergarten. So please make sure that you get onto the website to look at the final forms process, get your kid enrolled through that. And some of you may already be enrolled with the final forms. If you're not, you definitely want to take this step. If you are currently enrolled with the final forms, then the good thing about that is you don't have to go back in and put all that good information in, the original information, but you still will need to register your child. So don't forget, complete every form that's in that section, and you should be okay in terms of starting that process for registration. Now, just because you fill out the registration forms in the final form process doesn't mean that you have been totally registered. There's a process, and you will get confirmation that your information is in, and from there, central registration will load the documents, make sure you have everything that you need, and then you'll find out later in terms of whether you're confirmed to be enrolled or if you're missing some items. If you're missing some items, it will also note what it is that you're missing as well. If you have any questions about that, you're more than welcome to call the Welcome Center, Office of Registration. Operational hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 3 p.m. And the number is 864-1111. So we are ready to go on to the next slide. Let's talk a little bit about preschool cost and days in session, operational hours, as well as instructional fees compared to that of kindergarten. If you're wondering, gee, how much does it cost for my child to attend preschool? Well, that cost is $298 a month. The days that are in session, Monday through Thursday. Preschool does not have school on Friday, so it's a 4-day week for them. The operational hours, if you decide to select AM, 9 to 12. If you decide to go with PM, 1 to 3 p.m. You have breakfast and a snack, as well as in terms of instructional fees, there are no instructional fees. However, moving over to the kindergarten side, the cost per month, $398. Days in session, Monday through Friday. It's a 5-day week. Operational hours, 9 to 3. And then you are provided breakfast and lunch. Do note that our building is a free lunch and breakfast program. However, it's still important for you to fill out all of the paperwork regarding lunch subsidy and any other thing that pertains to meals and things of that nature. We still have to keep track, and in order for us to be able to qualify for programs such as a free program for breakfast and lunch, we must fill out the paperwork. Now, in terms of instructional fees, there is a $30 instructional fee for every grade K through 5. So if you're wondering if that carries through other grades, yes, it does. $30, and you have the whole year to pay. So you can kind of pay it as you go, or you can pay one lump sum. Any questions so far? All right. So what are the required registration forms? Listed on the document here, we're looking at making sure that you have a birth certificate or passport, parental proof, immunization records, proof of address, and you will have to have 3 required items regarding that. Medical dental assessment forms. Your child will need to have a medical assessment and a dental assessment for the school year. Now, some of you may say, well, my child had my dental appointment last year. It's good year, you'll have to continue to go through the process of having a medical assessment as well as a dental assessment. Included also in your registration forms, you'll find financial agreements and fee subsidy forms. You want to go ahead and complete those items. Early childhood education screening forms are only for preschool. Now, in regards to if you have a special situation, say for example, special education paperwork or guardianship or custody decree, all those types of forms and information should be submitted within your paperwork as well. Parent registration for final forms is required. So in order for you to register, you have to complete the final forms. And the great thing about it is that we are going to push out that final form process again. So you should or could expect to see something come through your email in regards to if you haven't signed up through final forms, you can. And if you have not received anything, you can always go back to the website, Princeton's website, to click on the final forms. For all new students and returning students, we've talked slightly about final forms. The form looks, this particular form is in that registration packet. It will walk you completely through the steps that you need to take in order to complete all final forms. Once again, once you go through all the steps, if you happen to see on the left-hand side of the final forms, anything in red, that means that you have not completed that form and you must complete the form. If all the forms are completed, everything should show up in green. So please make sure you take care of that. And do remember that once you've completed your final forms, you should receive an account confirmation email notifying you that the final forms have been submitted and that process is complete. But do not mistake that for a complete registration. There are two different things. So just because you completed the forms doesn't mean that you're completely registered for preschool or kindergarten. And in your forms, you will note that there are medical and dental forms that appear such as this. Please make sure you take those forms to your doctor and make sure that you have a signature on there as well as the doctor. But this is definitely required. Now, some of you may say, well, what happens if at the start of the school year, I am unable to get a dental or medical appointment? We will work with you, rest assured, as long as you're able to provide documentation that you have set up an appointment and it's within a timely manner, we will allow that piece of paperwork to suffice until you're able to actually get in and take care of your medical and your dental needs. So don't worry, we will work with you on that piece. But once again, you have to remember it is so critically important that you get it taken care of. And if I were you, I would go ahead and start making those appointments right now so that you can be prepared for the start of the school year. And when I say right now, meaning get it closer towards, you know, the August month, because the forms for medical and dental are for one school year only. So you have to be careful not to get it too early because then you'll have to go back and get it again. Just a little bit more information in regards to medical and dental information. Administration of medication requirements. If in any event you have a child that will need to have some type of medication administered at school, we will have to have documentation from the doctor, which would be an order allowing us to know what the medication is that you would like for us to give, when to give it, how much to give, and we keep a log of that information in our nurse station. Now, all medication must be brought in by the parent. You are not permitted to bring, your child is not permitted to bring medication in via their book bag or their pocket. We cannot accept any type of medication in that manner. Every parent will need to bring their medication in. We actually count the medication together, and myself or the nurse, we will sign off, as well as you, stating how many pills are in the bottle, and just to ensure that we are all on the same page. Now, the child must have a signed medication form by the doctor and the parent. Medication can be administered at school, but please note once again, medication cannot be accepted without signatures from the doctor and parent. Medication must be in its original box or bottle, and it must be up to date. And then in terms of if your child has a food allergy, you will need to complete food allergy forms or any type of allergy form. That information needs to be on record at the school as well. And once again, signed by the doctor and signed by the parent. Located on this slide, financial and subsidy agreement forms. This is what your subsidy and agreement financial forms look like. These are the forms that we are asking that you definitely fill out. It is definitely important when it comes to looking at free and reduced status for students. And so please make sure that you have completed all the financial and subsidy agreement forms as well. Any questions? I hope that this information has been helpful for you. I've also posted our email and our phone number. If you have any further questions, you can feel free to email or you can call the school at any given moment and we can walk you through the process. Are there any questions?
So registration starts tomorrow, correct? Or
yes.
Am I, okay.
You can, yes. Mm-hmm.
And then also, I haven't moved to Cincinnati yet. I won't move there until June. So as far as proof of residency, how would I do that?
Well, if you are moving in June, then more than likely you'll have to provide that your registration packet will be incomplete until you're able to show proof of residency.
So I'm actually moving in with someone. So I'm not going to have like a leasing agreement or anything like that, if that makes sense.
So if that is, will it be temporary placement or what does that look like for you?
No, I'll be staying down there. I start school down there. So
Okay.
I'll be down at least like a couple of years, like 3 years.
Okay, so in the event that is the case, what the best thing for you to do, if you could call the school, we can walk you through what needs to happen in the event that you come down and you're staying with a family member. More than likely, you'll need to complete what they call an affidavit demonstrating that you are living with that family, and that it will kind of walk you through that process as well. Any other questions I can field at this time? All right. Okay. I think I have one last slide. This is a happy song for us. I love this. We just want to say thank you for sharing this moment with the Woodlawn staff, and we look forward to sharing the 2021-22 school year with you.
see. There's a wonder around every corner, waiting there for you and me. And it's a beautiful day for running in the sun. A beautiful day that's just begun. A beautiful day to do what I want to do. Yes, it's a beautiful day just to be alive. A beautiful day, so glad that I got a beautiful day. And I'd like to share it with you. I'd like to share it with you. I want to share it with you.
Thank you for joining us tonight. If you have any further questions, feel free to give us a call. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll call you tomorrow. Is the school open tomorrow?
Yes.
I'll give you a call tomorrow morning.
All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.